Hi there, this is, I think, the last video on solving multi-step equations. It's not even the most difficult one. But I guess the most exciting here is one that's got some decimals in it to show you and just for good practice. So what I would like you to do, if you haven't already done it, turn off the video, do the questions, turn it back on, and check it out, see how you did. I hope you did that. 10 minus 5x. I'm going to also, in this video, unlike most of my other ones, I'm going to do it the way I would and show you when you can actually do steps at the same time. So here's a multiplication to do. Here's a multiplication to do. We can do both of those at the same time. So 3 times x is 3x. 3 times minus 4 is minus 12. Now we're going to, oops, forgot to turn the arrow. Now we go negative 2 times x, so it's minus 2x. Negative 2 times plus 7 is minus 14. Before I go any further, I want to double check my signs there. So these were both positive, now they're both negative. So we're good. 10 minus 5x is equal to, I put these together. So 3x minus 2x is going to be x. And I can also put these two together. So negative 12 and negative 14 is going to be negative 26. Okay, so when you get to the point of collecting like terms on the same side, you can actually put all your x's together, put all the numbers together at the same time. All right, so we're done with that. We need to move the variables one way, the numbers the other. So let's go plus 5x. So 10 is equal to 6x minus 26. I could have moved the x over that way. I just, given the choice, I try to keep them positive. It just makes my life easier. Now we're going to add 26 here. Add 26 to move that. So 6x is equal to 36. And there we go. That was pretty easy. All right, there's an, the other one's not really that exciting other than there's a negative out in front. So that reminds me to be careful. I usually just insert a negative 1 and then think in terms of I'm multiplying through by negative 1. So minus x minus 2. And I can do this side. 6x minus 12. Before I go further, there was a negative out in front. This should switch, and it did. All right, let's add x. So minus 2 is 7x minus 12. And I'm going to add 12. I'm going to add 12. So negative 2 plus 12 is going to give me 10 is equal to 7x. Hmm, 10 divided by 7 is 1 point something or other. I don't think it's going to be pretty. Oh. So 1.43. I'm not sure if I made a mistake there, because these ones have always been working out as whole number answers. So let's do a check. Negative x plus 2 is equal to 2 times 3x minus 6. Whoopsies. Oh, goodness. I'm making a real mess there. Okay, I should come back to this. Notice on here it's 1.428, so I just rounded to 1.43. If you're in my class, round. Always round, never just leave off the last numbers. So negative 1.43 plus 2 is going to be 3.43 is equal to 2. Now, 3 times 1.43. That's just a mess. 3 times 1.43. Oh, it's being weird, calculator. Well, 4.29 minus 6. By the way, if you have a calculator like mine that tends to put things into or fractions first, if you go online, find the manual for it, you can usually reset it. I should reset mine. I'm just too lazy to do it. Now I really messed it up. 2 times 1.71. So negative 3.43 is equal to 2 times 1.71, 3.42. Just type that in wrong. So you can see here, oopsie, that's 42. The answers are almost the same. And in this case, I know that means the check is okay because we rounded in this step. So if my check is off by a little bit, that's okay. If it was like negative 4.3 and like 7, no, that's not okay. If you wanted it to be more precise, you could carry more decimals here, but you probably don't want to do that. Just saying. So if your check is, if you rounded and your check is off by a little bit, it's all good. It's probably going to be fine. But I was just a little concerned because, like I said, most of these have been working out as whole numbers. All right, let's look at this one. Ooh, scary, scary, scary. I was reading some notes on this and they said, oh, you have to they had all this stuff you had to do at the beginning. Multiply through by 100. No. It's much simpler. So it's a decimal. Whatever. I'm still going to take my, my numbers and put them on one side. So negative 0.25, negative 0.25. So 0.05x is equal to 2. Whoops, sorry. No. 0.2 minus 0.25, 2.0. Negative 0.05. All right, divide by 0.05. Works for me. Whoops, can't even spell. Option. Oh, what a mess. I'm just going to show you this because if working with decimals really scares you, there's a way around it. So this is the 10th place. This is the 100th. In other words, if there's 2 decimal places, what you can do is you can take the whole equation. So let me just rewrite it. And you can multiply everything through by 100, distributive property. Now 100 times 0.05 is going to give you 5x. 100 times 0.25, oopsies, is going to give you 25. And that's going to give you 20. So multiply each one of these through. Subtract 25, subtract 25. 5x is equal to minus 5. Does that make you happier? That's cool. Okay, but that's assuming that you can look at that and recognize that if I multiply through by 100, I'll be able to get rid of all my decimals. I don't bother, this didn't scare me. But if you've watched, anytime I get a fraction, I get freaked out and I just cross multiply, even though there are easier solutions. So whatever works. All right, getting there, almost the last one. 6 plus 3x, 5x minus 5. So we're distributing. Minus now. Brain says be careful because there's a negative. 3x. Negative 3 times negative 2 is going to give me plus 6. So remember, this sign here is not necessarily that one, but it's this number times that. 6x plus 3. Theorem x is 5x, and 3x is 2x. And I'm also going to do these two together at the same time. Minus 5x plus 6 is plus 1. All right, not like terms, not like terms. Time to move. My simplification is done. 6x minus 2x is 4x plus 3 is equal to 1. Minus 3 minus 3. 4x is minus 2. Now, divide by 4. Divide by 4. What's the answer? You'd be amazed how often students say, oh, there's a 4 and a 2 in its division. No, it's actually 0.5. And in fact, it's a negative. Smaller number on the top. So numerator, denominator. When the numerator is smaller than the denominator, your answer is going to be less than 1. And that's it. Order of operations, sound depth, bed mass, all of it. You've got this.